So today I want to share with you the 5-minute NLP seminar. Well, I'm not sure it's going to be 5 minutes. It might be 3 or 4. It might be 6 or 7. Let's see. So people often ask me, what is NLP? And there are lots of definitions. But when it comes to what do you actually do in the practice of NLP, there is a very quick version of it. And it goes like this. Number 1, have a clear outcome. So this is about knowing what you want. It's being clear in your own mind what the end result is that you're looking for. That's the first thing. The second thing then is to take action. Do something about it. So having a clear goal is one thing, but doing something about it is really important. However clear you are, if you don't take any action, it's quite unlikely that the end result you want is going to come and land in your lap. So first thing, have a clear goal. Second thing, take action. The third thing then is about having sensory acuity. It's about noticing whether what you're doing is actually getting you the result that you want. Not everybody does this. Sometimes we're clear about where we're going, sometimes we're taking action, but we don't always realise that what we're doing isn't in fact bringing us any closer to the result we want. So the important thing here is to think about, well, what evidence would you need in order to be sure that what you were doing was bringing you closer to the result that you want? And then keep your eyes open for it, or your ears, or whatever else. So this is just about paying attention, about noticing what's happening, noticing the results of your actions, and being clear about whether or not these are the results that you want. The fourth thing then follows on from that quite neatly, which is basically this. If what you're doing isn't working, do something else. It may sound obvious, but many of us forget that if what we're doing hasn't worked, then it probably isn't going to work if we do it again. It's very easy to blame something else and to say, okay, so I've done that and I didn't get the result I wanted, so something must be wrong somewhere. I'll just do it again. I know I'm guilty of this when it comes to my PC. Sometimes I can't get it to do what I want it to do, and I find myself running the same sequence of things over and over again until finally the penny drops and I think, no, I need to just do something else. And anything else will do, because there's no point in doing the same thing. Now, if you can come up with something that seems to be a very sensible method of getting you closer to your end result, well, that's surely worth doing. But if you can't, then just do anything else, because at least it'll break the pattern. So that's 4 things so far. The first one is have a clear outcome. The second thing is take action, do something about it. Number 3 is to notice whether or not what you're doing is getting you where you want to go. And number 4 is, if what you're doing isn't working, do something else. And the 5th thing then is to operate from a psychology and physiology of excellence. Now you might ask, what does that mean? In essence, it's about believing that what you're doing is going to work, that you're going to achieve the end result you want. So the psychology of excellence is, if you like, to think like a winner. To talk to yourself in the ways that mean that you will focus on the end result and you won't distract yourself by thinking about all the things that could go wrong or how unlucky you've been in the past. No, to keep focused on, this is the end result I'm going for, I have the capability to do it, I just have to keep taking action. And the physiology of excellence is the body language that goes with that. And this becomes a habit, really. Because most of us have habits about how we sit, how we stand, how we talk on the telephone and so on. And if you stop and think to yourself, am I standing, am I sitting, am I conducting myself in a meeting like somebody who's going to get what they want? Or am I behaving like somebody who's already expecting not to succeed? It's probably a matter of things like sitting up a little bit straighter, or lifting your chin slightly. Maybe it's about how often you smile or how you nod your head. Have a think about it. Next time you're in one of those telling situations, are you really behaving like somebody who's going to get what they want? Or are you allowing yourself to think that maybe you won't succeed and slumping into failure before anything's even happened? So that's your 5-minute NLP seminar. You don't need to know any NLP to do any of that. But if you do, of course, it makes life a little bit easier.